I wanted to come on, and I was inspired by Haley over on YouTube, Crochet Corner 0114, and Passionate Kelsey, and I'm into bucket hats this week. Do I need bucket hats? I guess, because I don't have any, but I really need plushies more so, but I'm making bucket hats. So this is kind of what I've been doing. It is a granny stitch bucket hat. It is loosely following Knotting Hook Crochet's YouTube tutorial. I started out by switching colors every other row like Passionate Kelsey does. The tutorial with the 5mm hook, it was way too small, like toddler size small. So I am using acrylic yarn instead of cotton. I just prefer it personally. And I did a red and white, a pink and white, and a yellow and orange striped that way. They're upstairs. That was over the last few days. Then last night we were on Refined Vibes Zoom with Stitches by Patsy and Melly Inspired, and getting to know each other. Very cool experience. And so I started making bucket hats. Well, I make my granny squares by turning at the end of, like, when I join. So my seam, I guess my seam's here, is pretty obvious. You can see when I come to my circle, I join it, turn, and then work back around. Join, turn, work back around. So I did that. I did end up, it changes the texture a little bit of the granny square. I did also switch to the granny square yarn to use. I will also use the Red Heart Stripes yarn. So this one is blue. This I did last night. I also did the dark green granny square yarn and the sage green granny square yarn. So I did 3 of these yesterday, and the pink and white striped one. But today, it's Saturday. My day basically just started a little while ago, but it is 2:25 in the afternoon. It is a beautiful sunny day outside. My kids are outside playing. My husband's home. I did not get into a craft show this weekend as much as I'd hoped. Nothing I can do about that. So I'm watching some YouTube, and we're going to see how many bucket hats I can make today. I think that's a good idea. So like I said, I'm using the Granny Square Red Heart acrylic yarn, turning rows. I did 1 less row lengthwise, so I stopped at row 14. And then for my increase rounds, I did 1 cluster and then an increase cluster. And then 1 row of just in clustering around, and then the next row I did 2 clusters and an increase cluster, and then the next 2 rows I just single crocheted in every single stitch. So no matter how many of these hats I make with the same yarn, they will all look different because of how the yarn lines up. I personally am using my 6.5mm O-Fire hook, which for most other crochet hook brands is actually a 7mm hook. This is my opal one, which is so hard to see. It's kind of clear. I can see it on my end, but you can't see it on yours. There's it's definitely got that opal look to it. Beautiful. Like I said, I tried using the 5mm. It made the hat, or no, they said to use a 5mm. I chose to use a 5.5 because I have tight tension. It was so small, it was like toddler size. So then I went up to a 6, and it was like child size. So then I went up to the 6.5, and we're getting better. then the next one, I started doing it with the turning granny square rows, and muscle memory is kicked in, and my tension is working very well, and now it's loose enough that it fits me well. So this is what we're looking like. It does look a little funny just because my glasses, but here we are. Sorry that my angling is kind of funny. But there we are. There we be. The other ones do look a little bit better, I will say. I don't know why this is so dark. Here we are. Yeah, this is where we are. So currently, I am working on this one. So this is another of the Granny Square yarns. This one is Moody Cherry. These are the colors that are in it. Oh, look, you can see through it. How nice. That's satisfying. Yeah, so I don't remember when I started on this one, but it's 2:28 now. I'm less than halfway through it, but let's see when we can finish it. We're back. Checking in. It is 3:07. I've finished the bucket hat. Let's see. So I did end up making 2 mistakes with this one. I ended up going 1 more row lengthwise. I didn't feel like frogging it. And then when I was doing the brim, right here, I missed adding an increase. So then for the next 2 rows, it's missing a cluster. So I don't know how much that affects it, but we're going to go ahead and put it on. Oh. It's not too bad. It's just a little long, that's all. But it's okay. And I kind of like with these bucket hats that you can flip the brim up and it turns it, what are those called? Cloaks? I want to say, like C-L-O-Q-U-E. It's more of a UK hat style term, I believe. But yeah, so it might be hard to see with the lighting. Oh, when I put it up close, that's good. It has black and navy, red, gold, maroon. So I really like this style of bucket hat. Like I said, it is a little bit long, and I did forget an increase. But that's 1 for the day. And it was, what, 2:30 when I checked in the last time. So 40 minutes to finish it. So it probably took me about an hour. So we'll see. You know, my husband's home, so I'm not responsible for cooking. And my kids are playing outside. So I have a lot of crochet time today. Let's see how many we can do. And what fun colors we can get into. You know? Also, I'm so sorry for this. I spilled coffee on my shirt. Anybody else have that issue? Doesn't matter what you're doing. You miss your dang mouth. Okay, guys. Checking in. It is 4:33. Clearly, we're featuring the toddler.
Mm-hmm.
This is Rowan.
Mm-hmm.
He's being quiet. I just finished bucket hat number 2 of the day.
And
Here.
I want to try it on. Hey, Mom, could I try it on? And it's after you cut this off.
No, I can't cut it off. I have to sew it in. Or sew it in.
You look awesome.
here's where we're at.
I think I'm just going to change to my account. Yeah, so I am on your account. No, you're not. So, Mom,
So here we are with the bucket
Mom,
hat.
Look.
Rowan, you have to be quiet.
Okay, I will be quiet. Let's eat these.
So here we are.
Really not a lot because all the stuff I made this week is actually not coming to the market with me, so it's actually going in.
Hi guys. I just finished my hyperlapse. I just finished another bucket hat. This one is very much giving like kind of Americana vibes, but a little off. Like this blue kind of looks a little lavendery, and I'm pretty sure that this, it looks red, but it might also be pink. Then the white is more of like a cream or a light pink. There's some maroon. There's some true red. So there's a lot of different colors, but I like it. I like the way that it turned out. There's definitely like two vibes going on with this hat. Like this one's got more of the dark. And there's our seam. And this is more stripey. So if you're wearing it straight on, like this is kind of what it looks like. But, so this is my third hat of the day. We have these three. I did take a break earlier. I needed to wash my hair and change my shirt, and we ate. My husband, he goes fishing a lot, so he fried some fish. Anyways, it got really chilly in here, so, you know, my grandma blanket, and I have my little hair wrap on, so no judging, guys, no judging. So I did finish that hat. Got a nice gaping hole in our yarn. And I have this pink that I want to work up next, but it is 7:30 p.m. So I started recording at about, what, 2:30? So in the last 5 hours, I've done 3 hats. And I'm really, really tired, so I think I'm going to go take a little nap. Which I know sounds silly at 7:30 at night, but my sleep schedule's so messed up. So yeah, I'm gonna go take a little nap, and we'll resume later. Usually my naps last about 3 hours, so hopefully not, because that'll put me at 10:30 at night. But my normal sleep schedule anymore is like 2 in the afternoon almost until like 2 in the morning. So, yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
Can you even get in a boat on this world?
Either way, I will check in later. My hair's doing a thing. Clearly it's out of the little, I don't know, hair twisty towel. So it's curly, but I did nap. I didn't wake up till 10 p.m. But this is what my hair did while I was sleeping. It currently is 11:37 p.m. I just finished another bucket hat. And this is where we're at. Let's see. But I'm not tired, so we're gonna keep going. Next, I have this color, so it's like a blue. It's kind of like, it's a tealish blue, aqua-y, white, dark purple, and like a light purple. I think that's reading pretty well. We're gonna do this one next. And currently, I am watching Crochet Customs on YouTube. I've been catching up on her channel. I'm all caught up on Haley with Crochet Corner 0114. I'm all caught up with her Fine Vibes. I'm all caught up with Passionate Kelsey. I think I'm caught up with Katie Being Creative as well. So like I'm trying to catch up on all of my big accounts that I follow because I've just been not able to watch as much YouTube. So I'm taking my antisocial break, catching up on my shows, and
yay! We're keeping a barracuda as a pet.
either way, I'll check in later. It will definitely be after midnight. Okay guys, I'm checking in again. It's 1:15 in the morning. I just finished another, you know. So this is kind of the vibe. And I think it's cute. Let me know what you guys think. We still have about an hour left. So I have one more skein of yarn in front of me. It's a little different than the ones that I've been using. It's not the granny stripe yarn. It's the other stripe, the original stripe. So it's more of an ombre kind of. It'll fade through the rainbow colors. So we're going to do this one. It's going to be fun. And that should be my last one of the night. So I will check in after. In the meantime, my husband and I are watching Law & Order SVU. Or it's not SVU, it's just regular Law & Order. Yeah, I think this is my last check-in of the night. Technically, it is 3:22 in the morning. However, it is daylight savings, so we lost an hour. So it would be 2:22 in the morning, which would be 12 hours from when I started. I finished this bucket hat. I like it a lot. I have this much of the yarn left. I don't think it's enough to do another one. Maybe I'll do a bandana, but I think I'm done with bucket hats for now. This current one, I guess I'll put it back on because, you know, pictures and stuff. Ow. Pulling my hair in the process. Okay, so we have this. And then, now I have not weaved the ends in on any of these, so whichever. We've done 6. Oh, the double chin is great. Okay, so yeah, we have 6 bucket hats that we did today to add to the 4 from yesterday and the day before that. So I believe I have 10 granny stitch bucket hats now. So I'll probably be done with that for a little while. I don't really need more market prepping. I really need to be market prepping toys more than anything. So but I just didn't want to this week. So I think I've scratched the itch on these, and now I should be able to move forward tomorrow, hopefully. I don't know. But let me know how many you thought that I was going to make. Are you surprised that I was able to do 6? It seems like it took me about like an hour and 15 minutes to finish 1, you know, without like no color changes and stuff. So I did also take a nap. I washed my hair. I ate. You know, I did other things. I think that I had about 7 or 8 hours technically of crochet time today. So 6 adult-sized bucket hats in 7 or 8 hours. I'm okay with it. I'm happy about it. But happy daylight savings time, guys. Let's enjoy some more sunshine. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Okay guys, so I forgot to record myself putting the ears on the possums, but all 8 possums have ears, so now I need to stuff them and add tails and sew them shut. Yeah. Okay guys, checking back in. I have stuffed all of my possums. So there we have them. We have 8. Now I need, to sew them shut and add their pink little tails, and then they'll be done. Ah. And while I work on the possums, I am watching Martha and Hooks on YouTube. I'm watching her first crochet video. I believe it's 5-day tapestry crochet challenge, and I'm really enjoying it. So sorry about the background noise. I'm home, kids are home, kids watching YouTube. So let's see what we can do with sewing them shut and the tails. Okay, finished sewing them all shut. I don't know if I really need to show you all of them, but we're doing it anyways. And the last one. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put the tails on, and it'll be a nice little happy possum family when it's all done. And then I can move on to finishing the next thing in my bag, because, okay, no judgment. Do you see this bag right here? You see how it's overflowing with plushies? That's my bag of things that I have to sew in ends or stuff or add eyes or whatever finishing touches in order to sell it. on Saturday. And my grandma called me earlier, and because the kids have off of school tomorrow, she wants to come over and crochet with me tomorrow. So we're very chatty. I don't know how much crocheting I'm going to actually be able to get done. But she'll be here at like 9 in the morning, so that's way earlier than I normally get up. And hopefully we'll get a bunch of stuff done. But I will check in after the tails. Okay, we finished all of our possums, so I'm going to turn you around and show them. Featuring Dot, cute kitty. We have a cute little
That's pretty chaotic, I think.
possum pyramid.
Is that gonna work? Oh, get up there! He just can't get up there. We don't have enough power.
And if I didn't say, this is a pattern by Murphy's Crochet on YouTube. So yeah, varying eyes here. I make sure to add in the X's for eyes for roadkill possums. I tried this size eye to begin with, to see if they were too big. They are too big, so I went with the smaller eyes. And then I was running out of those, so I used the kawaii eyes. So variety, and that's 8. And that adds to the 2 that I already have. So I'm all stocked up on possums, and it's now time to move on to something else. Okay, checking in. I just finished sewing in the ends on my spiders. So I have 3 black ones, 2 gray ones, and 2 green dot ones. I don't know. I made all of these colors before, as well as the pink dot, and I still have the pink ones, both of them. And I also made one with like the tan mystical burnout, and I still have one of those, so I figured I would restock all the colors that I no longer have. So I did 7 of them. This is my own pattern. It is available in my Etsy shop if you wanted to check that out. It is a no-sew, completely no-sew spider pattern. Now we'll see what I finish next out of my big bag of whips. I'll show you. It's so full. It's ridiculous. Okay, checking back in. I finished all of my axolotls, so I'll show you all of them.
Now that we know he was eating well, it was time to introduce him to the hand-feeding dock. This is where he's going to have to swim to the surface of the water in order to get his food. So all we did is get out a dead shrimp and place it on top of the dock.
So here we are. Here's all of them. We have 7 axolotls, mostly all pink, except for the one blue one, because pink axolotls sell way better than any other color. So, very excited! Now I'm going to work on finishing off these little froggies. All I have to do is tuck that end in. I don't add mouths to them because they're just so little. So that'll be quick in itself. Okay, checking in again. I've finished bringing the ends in on all of my little frogs. Oh, I forgot to say, the axolotls that I make. So this is a Loretta Loops pattern free on Instagram. I sell these for $20 a piece. People love them. The kids really love the axolotls. They recognize them as axolotls. As for the spiders that I made, I sell them for $15. And the possums, I also sell them for $15. So, yeah. So these little froggies, I sell these for $10 because they're just little.
I want to watch his piranhas eat other fish. I want to watch him eat goldfish. I want to watch him eat Nemo and Dory, and I just want to watch them go to town. That's what I want to see. Well, nobody knows. Have we ever seen
pile of little froggies.
Actually, I just looked it up, and piranhas have never recorded
Froggy down.
person. That's what they want you to know. Weren't you the one
They're so cute though.
more dangerous than sharks?
And
That's what I thought, but myth has been busted.
I know that there are, I'm sure that there are similar like tiny froggy patterns that are out there. I did just see that Knotted Jade Co., which I think is who come out with the original Leggy Froggy pattern, just come out with a baby Leggy Froggy. But I wrote this pattern. It's unreleased at this point. I haven't read her baby froggy pattern, so I don't know how similar it is. I'm kind of afraid to read it because then, like, just in case, I don't know how similar they are, you know what I mean? So either way, these are my tiny baby froggies, and yeah, I sell them for $10. Like this whittle. Okay, guys, don't mind him in the background. Rowan, say hi.
Hi.
And now it's time to be quiet, okay? Okay. I just finished sewing in the ends and stuffing all of my little chickens. Rowan, back up. So I did five black ones, 4 white ones, and a black and white speckle. These are all done in Sweet Snuggles Light. So here's all 10. I sell these for $10 a piece. Let's see. It's not wanting to focus very well. But
how much time does that have?
Stop.
But how much time does it have?
This is what I do for the comb. Big eyes, of course. And this is a free pattern on Instagram from Making Things Naughty. It is a pattern in her highlight section that's easier to find under Claw Machine Pet. She does not have this pattern listed for sale anywhere. So, this is one of my best sellers throughout the year. Either way, I just finished these. Now on to the next thing. Probably turtles. Finished sewing in the ends on all of my turtles. So I have 2 in each of these colors. Let's see. So they're basically all bloom colors. There's pink and white, blue and purple, and then this like teal multicolor. I have 2 of each one. And then this one, it was the first one that I did. I forgot to tack its head up. We're going to see if it sells. I just think this is funny. Would you buy this turtle? We're going to move on to blush and smiles on Leggy Froggies. Alright, I'm back. I finished my little froggies. I did 4 Leggy Froggies with blush and smiles. This one's probably my favorite because it's wonky. But I think I only have 3 left. So with these 4 now I have 7. So I feel like now I need to make 3 more. But we'll leave that for tomorrow's problem. I thought that I had 6. But I can't find any more. So it must just be these ones. But we'll see how the smiles go. Then in the bottom of this bag, I had this mini loaf cat. I didn't make this right now, but I had it there. I had somebody who was going to order these for Christmas, so I pulled them from my inventory, and then they fell through. So I also found a purple turtle. And I found 4 mini sparkly bees. So I will add all of those to my inventory. Now I'm going to work on finishing up these Martha chickens. And from there, I have a bunch of bucket hats to sew ends in and some earwarmers, and some messy bun hats. So that should be pretty quick work. It's about 10:13 for me, so tomorrow I get to just crochet, which is fun. So, oh, I didn't say this turtle pattern, it's Tiny the Turtle by Melt Crocheted Creations. This froggy pattern is like Paloma's Craft Designs or something like that. I will try to link it here. And I also changed the pattern, so I make mine shorter rows and longer legs, and then do triple wobbles for the eyebrows, whatever. I sell these for 15. I sell these for 10. This pattern is by Sweet Bee Crochet. Sweet BEA Crochet. The way she has it is not no-sew. Or, well, it is, but it's surface crochet. But I worked it up to do the ears in the front loop only of the row that it tells you to work in the back loop only. And then just skip the ears. And then I did the tail in the round as well. I sell these for $15. And then this mini bee, this is my own pattern. It is free on my Instagram because, I mean, there's a million tiny bee patterns now. So, yeah, it's free on my Instagram. I did not add eyes to this one, just that way it's baby safe. And I sell them for $10. So, now we'll move on to the Martha chickens. Okay, checking back in. I forgot to record adding on the combs, but this is my little Martha chicken. I got him on all of the chickens. So we have this color, and this color, and this color. So I guess we have 3 colors this time. And then now I get to go through. Haha, I'm losing chickens. I get to go through and add the beaks. She looks a little crooked, but that's okay. Get to add the beaks to all of them. And then I will be done finishing Amy's, and then I can finish weaving in ends on bucket hats. Okay, I'm back on here. All of my chickens have beaks. So, let's see. How many can I pile them high? All my chickens. It looks ridiculous. There it is. All of my chickens. Okay. I am gonna start on bucket hats and check in later. Okay, I'm coming on because I finished sewing in all the ends on my bucket hat, so I wanted to show you which ones I did. So this one. This one. This one. This one's probably my favorite. This one. I think this one's more of a kid size, for sure. This one too. My glasses aren't helping. And the last one. So, I am restocking bucket hats. Yeah, okay, so now, so the bucket hats are all done, all of the ammies are done. Now what I have left in here is a bag of scrunchies and some tiny velvet octos. So I'll focus on the tiny octos first, and then I'll start trying to tackle scrunchies. I hate sewing ends in on scrunchies though. Oh, and I have a pile in front of me that I need to do too. Not scrunchies, they're like ear warmers and messy bun hats and stuff. Okay, I'll check in later. Okay. Next check-in. Finished off 3 ear warmers. Some of these were kind of just stash busting. Then I sewed the ends into a yellow messy bun hat, a gray messy bun hat, and a purple beanie. Now, this is probably going to be like kid size, I would guess. Oh, it fits me.
Are those all new beanies? Oh, she's recording herself.
It's a very tight-fitting beanie, but it's beanie. Then this is a beanie that I knit along with this one. And this is a toddler or baby beanie. So those are all done. Now I get to work on scrunchies. Okay. I have put eyes and stuffed and sewn all of my little tiny velvet octos. I just did these with all of my velvet yarn scraps. Aren't they cute? So I have 6 of these, and I will sell these for probably $10 a piece because of the legs. So, we'll see. Okay, I think this is the last time I'm coming on for the night. I've just finished sewing in a crap ton of ends on some scrunchies, and I'm done with it. I have a handful of blue and blush ones left, but I did 3 of each in that color, and I'm gonna call it. So, I have 3 of the blue, 3 of the blush, 3 of this like purpley color, 2 orange, 3 of this aqua, 1 teal, 1 dark pink, 3 in this light brown, 2 in this like navy blue, and 1 in silver. So let's see, we have 1, 20, 21, 22. So 22 scrunchies, all done, all ready to sell. If you want any, let me know. So you can't see them because they're over there. But I finished 5 of my mini pigs today. And then I did some pandas, which I'm going to do a breakdown video on the pandas later on. Like I did the mallard ducks. I did 5 different panda patterns or bear patterns that went to pandas. So this is the first one. A big chubby bear, sleepy panda. Now, I did mess up a little bit. There are supposed to be black color patches on the face. I got so far before realizing that there was a separate set of instructions for the panda. So, he's fine how he is. Otherwise, it turned out really, really good. It's super cute, so chunky. It's sleeping, it's baby safe. You just embroider on the nose. I really enjoyed this. Now, it's not the fastest market prep friendly item, so for me, market prep friendly is like 30 minutes or less, but this took probably about an hour, which for a lot of people is market prep friendly. I just prefer the little things. So this is what I started with. Then I moved on to this one, which is also no-sew, but the counts ended up being wonky, like for placement. It told me to place the eyes was off. The ears are like in the wrong place. It told me to tie a string around the neck and into a bow to kind of give it that, you know, black band. It just, overall, it doesn't look right. Not my favorite. Well, I don't recommend. Then I did this one, which is like a little chunky panda bear that sits but does the splits almost. Like here's his face. And he's just so cute. I like him a lot. I know my color changes are not seamless. It'll be fine. But it's so cute. This is my second favorite. So then I found this little loaf bear pattern that I changed this into a panda. I think I did one too many rows here. Yeah, I did one too many rows here, and then I should have probably left this part of it white to just do the legs black, but it doesn't look bad. I think it's really cute. I think it gets the point across that it's a panda. I really liked this pattern. And then the last one ended up being my favorite and the girls' favorite on the Discord. And it's this chunky little panda. This little ball. Super, super cute. Perfect pattern. Written super well. Everything lined up great. So this is the pattern that I'm going to stick with. I will at least try to screenshot it and put it up there. Not the pattern, but the like Instagram page. The post. Whatever. But I really liked this one. This is a super, super cute panda pattern if you need one. So I did 5 pandas to add to my markets. I think that, whoops. Just about all of these, I think they'll all be 15. And then this one, because it's twice the size, will probably be 30. Probably. Like this is it next to my head. This is just next to my head. So that's what I'm thinking. We'll see how it goes. I do have a market tomorrow, so fingers crossed. But I just wanted to show you guys the update with that. Oh, here. We'll do this. What a cute little picture. Okay, I wanted to take the time to show you the little pigs that I did. Aren't they cute? And it's one of the, like, ombre brunette skeins, so it fades. Like, it's going from light pink to darker pink, which I really like. But they're mini, little handheld pigs. I sell these for $15. So, yeah. I'll check in if I get any more done. It is only 7 o'clock, and I will not go to bed until at least 10 for tomorrow's market. So, let's see what else we can make. Okay guys, I know that this is a weird angle. I know that it looks messy back there. I'm in my living room, okay? Like, this is my craft corner, so we all know how messy those get. This is my little table where I actually sit. So just bear with me, okay? So I wanted to come on here to talk about all of the things that I have crocheted and finished, or there were a couple whips that I have finished since my last market. My last market was on March 1st. It is now March 15th. Technically March 14th. Tomorrow is the 15th. Either way. But I just wanted to show you all of the things that I got done. And I want you to kind of guess how much the amount is valued at. So I'm gonna put everything in the same bag. Cause I don't really need this bag, right? So this is the bag, right? It's one of the extra large Joann Fabrics tote bags. So this bag, which is very heavy, has a lot of toys in it. I not only would like for you to guess how many items are in the bag, but how much the bag values. So if you know me, you know my prices are on the high end of things. So for instance, this mini loaf cat, it's only this big, and this mini pig, these are both $15 items. So this gives you a range. My tiny turtles are $10. My axolotls are $20. So it gives you a range of, it's based on size. So take a second and guess how many items are in the bag. I don't even really know how many items are in the bag. But I'm going to guess somewhere around 50. There's a lot of small things and some medium things. I'm going to say somewhere around 50 items. And if I were to guess, I'm guessing I'm guessing about $1,000 worth of inventory. Honestly. And I should also say, not everything in this bag is a plushie. I do have a variety of hats in here as well. So, let's go through it. We're going to keep a tally over here. That way we know what we're striving for. So, mini loaf cat, 1. So we have 4 of them. This is what we have. 2 black ones, a gray one, and an orange one. Times 15 each, right? Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mini pigs. They're $15 a piece. 1 jumbo mini loaf cat. I'm gonna say 45 on this. It's 3 times the size of the small one, or more, really. Then a jumbo spider. I think I'm gonna say 35 on this. Yeah, 35. Then we did some pandas. So, found this cute little pattern. So this is gonna be a good, this is also gonna be 45. Then we have 1, 4 little pandas. These are all $15 a piece. They are all different if you look at them. This one is my favorite. Oh, so then we have 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 regular size spiders. So we have gray, black, and green dot. These are $15 a piece. 1, 2, 7 axolotls. I sell these for 20 a piece. Then 1, 2, 8 possums for 15 a piece. Then 1, 10 little baby froggies. These are 10 a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4 big leggy froggies. They're 15 a piece. 1 more mini loaf cat. 1, 2, 11 tiny turtles. They're $10 a piece. 1, 2, 10 Martha chickens. I sell them for 15 a piece. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 mini bees. I sell them for 10 a piece. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 squish chicks. I sell them for $10 a piece. Then we have 1, 2, all right, 22 velvet scrunchies. I sell these for 5 a piece. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiny velvet octos. These I'll sell for $10 a piece. Then we have 3 ear warmers. I sell these for $10 a piece. We have 2 kids beanies. Actually, we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these ones are kids. This is a toddler. So these are all $15 a piece. Two adult messy bun hats, which I sell for $20 each. Then we have 2 adult beanies that are knitted, actually. Hand knit by me. And I sell those for $25. Then, bucket hats. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 adult bucket hats. And these will also be $25 a piece. Final guesses of how many items I have in this pile. You can see all of this in that whole bag of stuff. I'm going to put this back in here while you take your guesses. And of course, I am doing this the night before my market, so nothing like a little last minute anything. Okay, now that we've fast forwarded, let's do some math here. Oh. Let's see. 135 individual items. My cat's being very needy right now. This is Simba, if you have not seen him in the video yet. Hi, Simba. Hello. Nice to see you. So 125 items. I wonder how much the value is going to be. Last minute guesses. Now's the time. Gosh, that's a bad reflection. Makes me look like I have a unibrow. And a mustache. How great. So I think this is probably a record. And kind of funny. This is all market prep since March 1st. It is now March 15th. So that's 15 days worth of prepping for me. And the grand total, excuse you, Simba, is $1,800 worth of inventory. Right on the money. So, very excited about that. I am bringing yarn with me tomorrow to make more mini loaf cats. Maybe a couple gaiters, because I have some green yarn with me. Who knows, maybe a couple other things. I've got all kinds of yarn, so we'll find out. Otherwise, I will give you a breakdown in tomorrow's market day. When I get there, I have a lot of catching up to do. So, bye guys!